From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
A very rainy afternoon across mid-Michigan. Live Storm Tracker 6 Doppler radar showing some fairly widespread rain showers beginning to make their way through the region. Notice we do have a couple of heavier pockets of rain beginning to develop off to our north and west. Overall rainfall totals across the area, however, thus far have been relatively light. We're at 64 degrees here in Lansing because of the cold front that's generating these cold showers actually making its way through. That cold front cools us down into the upper 40s overnight tonight. We are dry as we move into our Thursday, but of course it's going to be feeling a lot more like fall by then. 6 News at 5:30 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5:30.
Right now at 5:30, people in Dearborn are on the lookout tonight for a suspicious man seen walking around with a gun. Plus, a Michigan doctor under arrest, accused of trying to set up a meeting to sexually assault a child. And a group of teens broke into a construction site and took some equipment for a joyride. Those stories and a lot more, and all in the first 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Let's start that clock. And we're beginning tonight with people on edge in Dearborn after a man with a gun was seen on a home security camera taking pictures of a woman's home. The woman told police she does not know who this man is, and she noticed him around her home on August 22nd. The mother of two says she even bought a gun, something she never thought she'd do. The Dearborn police have not announced any contact with the suspect yet, but have been patrolling the neighborhood since the woman contacted them. A man is dead and a firefighter is hurt tonight after a house fire in Detroit. It happened around 11:30 last night. Firefighters say they found a man inside the burning home. He was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. And while trying to put out the fire, a firefighter fell from the home's second floor all the way into the basement. He is hospitalized tonight with a back injury. The cause of the fire is under investigation. In Monroe County, a family practice physician is charged with trying to arrange to sexually assault a 5-year-old girl in Florida. U.S. Marshals arrested Dr. William Murdoch. The Port St. Lucie Police Department in Florida says an undercover detective was doing an internet sting operation when the suspect contacted her to try and set up something with a fictitious daughter.
Unfortunately, it's quite prevalent. The internet's a dark and dangerous place, and it allows people with bad intentions an avenue to communicate with people across not only the country but the whole world.
Murdoch is expected to be charged with soliciting a parent to consent to the participation in sexual conduct involving a child. He will be extradited to Florida. A Mount Pleasant man has now been formally charged in court on charges that he held a woman captive for a week, raped her, and threatened her life. State police say 22-year-old William Thompson held the 21-year-old victim in the tent where he lived and repeatedly assaulted her. They say she eventually escaped and called police. Thompson is being charged with criminal sexual conduct, unlawful imprisonment, and weapons crimes. In Texas, the man accused of killing an 11-year-old boy during a prank appeared in court today. A judge gave 42-year-old Gonzalo Leon Jr. a $1 million bond and is charged with murder. Prosecutors say Julian Guzman and other kids were playing Ding Dong Ditch Saturday night, and as they ran away after knocking on Leon's door, the man came out with a pistol and shot at them several times, and police say 11-year-old Guzman died from multiple gunshot wounds in his back. In Florida, officers arrested a group of teenagers after they say they broke into a construction site and took forklifts and other vehicles on a joyride. The Osceola County Sheriff's Office recently released this helicopter video taken in August. A 15, 17, and 18-year-old are now accused of causing about $5,000 in damage. The woman known as the Ketamine Queen pleaded guilty in a Los Angeles courtroom today on charges she sold actor Matthew Perry the drugs that killed him. Jasvine Sonia's trial had been planned to start later this month. She's scheduled now to be sentenced in December, and she could get up to 65 years in prison, but prosecutors say they will ask for less than the maximum sentence. Perry died in October of 2023. We'll take a look at this. This is the moment a drunk driver crashed through a bike shelter and into the water at a ferry dock in New Zealand. It happened in August. Bystanders helped the driver by throwing her life rings before the SUV sank. The 73-year-old woman has been charged with drunk driving. The SUV was later recovered from the water. A major move for the planet from the Vatican as Pope Leo opens a brand new eco-training center just outside of Rome. The Pope Leo Eco Center sits in the lush countryside at the site of a historic summer retreat for popes. And now the space that was closed to the public for 400 years is being transformed into a hub for environmental education with a school, gardens, and workshops for kids and farmers.
Inviting people who are Catholic and non-Catholic to be able to create this model together and give the world a sign of hope that the world can be different if we choose to work together to live the very things that we preach.
The Vatican hopes the Green Village will inspire world leaders to take action on climate change. And staying with climate news, new research shows rising acid levels in seawater are dissolving sharks' teeth, threatening their ability to hunt and survive. Scientists say climate change is the driving force. As more carbon dioxide enters the atmosphere, it makes ocean water more acidic, gradually wearing down shark teeth. Healthy sharks are essential for balanced ecosystems, so researchers are calling for urgent action to protect them.
If sharks are missing, we can see top-down effects on all other marine species, so they are very, very important for coral reefs, for seaweed areas, and we need sharks for a healthy ocean.
Sharks can naturally grow new teeth. Some species produce tens of thousands in a lifetime, but scientists warn increasing acid levels may be damaging their teeth faster than they can replace them. And in Michigan, the Department of Natural Resources says it has confirmed cases of EHD in white-tailed deer in 4 counties. Those are Eaton, Jackson, Van Buren, and Washtenaw counties. EHD is a viral disease transmitted through biting flies. It causes deer to lose their appetite, grow weak, salivate, and then die. There's no evidence that the disease can spread to humans, pets, or other wildlife. And bringing our first 6 minutes of news back down to earth, in 1962, a 20-pound piece of the Russian satellite Sputnik 4 crashed in the town of Manitowoc, Wisconsin. And every year on the anniversary, which is this Saturday, they celebrate with the Sputnik Fest. There are human and pet costume contests based around the rocket age and space-themed events and games. And each year, someone is named Captain Space Debris and leads a parade. Kendall.
It's going to be pretty cool to see.
I think it's fun.
Just to experience the site, let alone you get to see all the people and the little fur babies in their costumes.
Any chance to dress up with space-related, I love it. I'm there.
Oh, yeah. You got to find a good excuse.
Yeah. Do we have some nice weather for, maybe outdoor festivals, Kendall, if there are any?
You know what? We are at least going to be dry and sunny, but, if you're a fan of fall, you're going to love the 6-day forecast. If not, we do have another warm-up on the way.